It's John Beaudin, Rock History Book, and today in history with a huge member of the rock and roll world, or R&B more so, who died and did a lot by the time he died at 26 years old. So if it's your birthday, by the way, happy birthday to you. If you know someone whose birthday it is, let me just turn down the volume here. If you know someone whose birthday is today, September 9th, wish them a happy birthday. Put this on their timeline. I think they'd appreciate it because so much stuff happened. Okay, are you ready to roll? If you want to support our channel, there are links at the very top of the description of this video where you could help us out. We'd appreciate that very, very much. He didn't have a number one hit until a month after his death, just almost exactly a month. He recorded this song twice in '67, the second time just 3 days before he died in a plane crash. December 10th, 1967. It was Otis Redding, and he was 26 years old, as mentioned, when he passed away. Sitting at the Dock of the Bay was co-written by Redding and guitarist Steve Cropper. I had an interview with Caleb Quay today, and everyone's talking about Caleb's guitar part in Tiny Dancer because he's redone it with Britney Spears, and there's a part in there where the producer of the new version of Tiny Dancer found he couldn't believe why they hid it in the production, but it was basically Caleb Quay, he told me again today, of the Elton John band doing Steve Cropper. There you go. So Steve Cropper was also the producer of Sitting at the Top of the Bay, and they've managed to finish it. So it was the first ever posthumous single to reach the top of the charts of all time. Otis Redding was born on this very day in 1941. He would have been 81 years old today. He could have still been alive, right? One of the greats in music. He was renting a houseboat in Sausalito, California when he started writing the hit song Sitting at the Dock of the Bay. It was August 1967. With help from Cropper, who, as I mentioned, was the producer, they finished the song. Amazing part of history, eh? Redding's other hits include Mr. Pitiful from '64, I've Been Loving You Too Long, which has really stood the test of time and respect. They were both from '65. He also had a hit with the Stones' I Can't Get No Satisfaction in '66. Later that year, there was Fa Fa, Fa Fa Fa, sad song, Try a Little Tenderness, and in '67, a duet called Tramp and Knock on Wood. He had four hits after he died, but the biggest one and the only number one hit he ever had was Sitting at the Dock of the Bay. Died in a plane crash. It's amazing. 26 years old, and look what he accomplished at 26 years old. So there you go. We have some other people we want to sort of tip our hat to today. Bruce Palmer, bassist for Buffalo Springfield, was born in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. He died October 1st, 2004, and he was 58 years old. Also in 1947, Freddie Weller, guitarist for Paul Revere and the Raiders, is born Wilton Frederick Weller, in Atlanta, Georgia. And, oh, I love this man. John McPhee, guitarist, violinist for the Doobie Brothers, is born in Santa Cruz, California. He joined on the One Step Closer album. Do you remember the one after Minute by Minute? And I remember when I saw their farewell tour, it was basically that man who kept staring at my camera and posing for the camera. And I've got lots of pictures. I've got to share those one of these days from the farewell tour for the Doobie Brothers. 1952, Dave Stewart of the Eurythmics is born in Sunderland, England. God, Annie Lennox, eh? She looks amazing in that picture. And Michael Bublé's birthday today. Happy birthday to Michael Bublé. Juno Award winner, Grammy winner. Haven't met you yet. It's a beautiful day. He's born in Burnaby, British Columbia. I used to email his dad, and we talked an awful lot because I was one of the first people to actually write a review on Michael Bublé's David Foster produced album, when Paul Anka got that all involved. And so he used to write me over and over again. We talk about, my dad was a fisherman, his dad was a fisherman. 1996, bluegrass singer, songwriter Bill Monroe, a legend, dies at the age of 84, several months after suffering a stroke. And 2007, rock guitarist Huey Thomason. I don't know that guy. I don't know a lot about Skynyrd or the Outlaws. Dies of a heart attack in Brooksville, Florida at the age of 55. Is it Hughie? Yeah, I guess it would be Hughie. So there you have it today in history for another one that we lots happen. But sitting at the dock of the bay, Otis Redding, that's like a highlight in the history of rock and roll. Let's see if we have any things we want to answer today. I don't see any. Hold on a second. Oh, we do. Mark Burchett. Hello, John. Hello, Alex Knight. Otis, my man. So many hits. Pookie Martinez. Hey, Pookie. We're going to be on live later on Rock History Music tonight with Shannon. Gone Too Soon. 26. That's crazy. And seeing I've Been Loving You Too Long. My God. Mr. Dock of the Bay. With Buddy Holly, I think. Mark Burchett. Jeffrey Samansky. Oh, Steve Grimmett of Grim Reaper died August 15th with little fanfare. Oh, thank you for sharing that. I'll keep that in mind when we do. The next time we do Artists Who Die Without Fanfare, we're going to do it live. I think I might do one this weekend. So, Jeffrey, thank you for that. He didn't have a number one hit until a month after he died. And you can't say, oh, well, it's just because he died. Think about the fact that sitting at the dock of the bay, dock of the bay is one of the all-time biggest songs. I always keep calling it Sitting on the Dock of the Bay. It's Sitting at the Dock of the Bay. One of the all-time songs, love songs. I used to play it on Love Songs all the time. I probably screwed up the name on when I was doing it there too. But mind you, I had the name written right in front of me most of the time. So, classic song. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to be doing a Friday Night Live tonight with my wife, Shannon, at 9 p.m. Atlantic time, which is 8 p.m. Eastern time. So take good care, guys. John Beaudin, Rock History Book. If you want to support the channel, there are links at the very top of the description. Thanks, guys.